What's good, beautiful people? It's your girl, Ashley Janae, and thanks so much for stopping by. As promised, I am bringing you my What to Know Before You Go series for your next cruise. As you know, I just came back from a 7-day Western Caribbean cruise. We went to the New Orleans port to leave, and it was 7 days in Montego Bay, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel, Mexico. It was beautiful. It was amazing. But in the process, I learned so much. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. This is only part one of a three-part series. The first video, I'm going to be talking about the basics, what to know, what's the cost, what's included, what's not included, food, drinks, and things like that. In part two, we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about the ship and what to pack. In part three, the most fun part, excursions, all the important things you need to know about getting on and off the ship, security, customs, etc. So let's jump right into it. Thank you again for stopping by. I missed you guys so much while I was gone. Let's get into it. I did take some notes, so I might look down every now and then. But first, a lot of people were like, man, how much did it cost? Well, the price varies. For us to take 7 days, go to 3 islands, the cost included not only the cruise itself, but also airfare because we live in the Midwest, so we're not near a port. So that's important to keep in mind. What are you near? How far away are you from the port of call? A port is any place where ships or boats go in and out from sea to land. That's your port of call. A really popular one here is Florida, but I've been there so many times I didn't want to go to Florida. I wanted to go to New Orleans. We spent 4 days in New Orleans and we had a great time. And I really want to hang out there because it's Mardi Gras season, catch a few parades, get some good food, visit a few places, all that good stuff. So we did that. So the airfare plus the carnival I factored in. And so altogether, for me to go as a single person, just for the price of one, I probably paid about $2,000, give or take a few $100s in all. And I'm going to break it down for you. So the cost of your trip will vary upon a few things. So, one, where do you want to go and how long do you want to sail for? They have trips that are as short as 3 days where you go to one island, you sail out there, hang out, and you come right back. That might be all you need. You just need a weekend getaway. They have 5-day trips, 7, 10 days. It really is up to you. And you can customize your trip however you want it. Also, another factor, what do I want included in my package? Do I want Wi-Fi while I'm on board? Do I want drinks while I'm on board? Do I want a spa package? What do I want? So, with the basic cost of your trip, I'll tell you what's included. All of your meals are going to be included. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, ice cream, coffee, juice, all of that is included. Going to the events on the ship, karaoke, lip sync competitions, the hairy chest competition, all those fun little things, Guess Who, Clue, things like that. Events on board. If you want to go play basketball on the 14th floor, go swimming on the Lido deck on the 10th floor, all of that's included. They have musicals and shows. That's with it. So, food. Let me explain to you how that works. This is what's included. They have several different buffet areas. In a place called The Gathering, I was on the Carnival Dream. So we had a place called The Gathering, which was where the buffet was served. They had two big sides, and on each side, they had two sections. Our ship had over 3,300 people on it, so they were very accommodating. And on level 10, 11, and I believe 12, there were places that were identical for people to go eat. So if you didn't want to stop on 10, you can go to 11 or 12 buffets for you to go eat. On top of the buffets, they had what I call fast food. So they had Guy's Burgers and Fries, which was open until 6 p.m. They had pizza, which was open 24/7, and it was good pizza. They had the Iguana Cantina, which was open just lunchtime. So maybe 10 or 11 to 2:30. It closed at 2:30. Then they had Guy's Pig and Anchor Bar, which was the macaroni and cheese, the beef brisket, the pulled pork, sausages, things like that. That was that 11 to 2:30 time slot also. On top of that, they also had restaurants where you can go to, included. This is still complimentary with your package. They have restaurants that you can go to on several different floors. They have things that are included with your plan, but they also have pay parts on the menu. And it's real easy. They don't trick you. They put a dollar sign beside anything that costs. Everything else you can easily and comfortably assume it is complimentary. Then they had places where you could pay, like they had sushi, they had a seafood bar and things like that where you would pay some money. But for the most part, you had more options than you were able to get to every single day. Drinks that were included: lemonade, iced tea, water that came out the fountain, hot chocolate, coffee. Every single day, that was included with the price of your trip. Now let's talk about the things that weren't included. Alcohol is not included. Soda, pop, that is not included. Special places, or like VIP places. VIP just meaning I paid ahead of time. Places are not included, like the spa, the aromatherapy rooms, and the physical massage areas were all included in the spa. Those are paid places, but they're like on level 12, 13, 14. They're way off. If you're not paying attention, you won't even miss it. But if that's what you're going for, it's definitely something that you'll want to include in your package ahead of time in your total cost. Okay? So, how the food and drinks work for what's not included is with the drinks, you can do one of two things. You can get a bubbles package, which is all of your carbonated drinks, so you can get an unlimited amount of pop that you want. But here's the catch: you can only order one every 5 minutes. And it's supposed to be per individual, not per room. So if you and your friend are sharing a room, you can't swipe your card, get a pop, then give it to them, and they get a pop too. It's per person. And that only runs you maybe $7 or $8 a day. Then they have the Cheers package. The Cheers package includes all the alcohol, wine, water, and soda. All of your beverages are included. And I noticed that for families, for them, it was kind of worth it, because if you have 2 or 3 kids in your room and all of them want something to drink, it was worth it for them, especially if the adults want a few drinks and things like that throughout the day. If you want to grab a beer, poolside, relax, it was nice. Okay? So all of that is included in what you pay. And like I said, there's things that you can add on. Personally, we took advantage of the spa. Now, like I said, it's a VIP package where they can go every single day. However, if you don't want to do the VIP package, you can do a per day premium. And so I wanted the aromatherapy area with it was called the Lasso Therapy Pool. It was a giant hot tub with these extreme jets, and they had a metal type of rack that sat inside the pool that you can sit on, and it probably held maybe 20 people in there comfortably. And it was enclosed. It was a steam room. It wasn't outside. Amazing. Then they have 4 different levels of steam rooms and 4 different levels of hot saunas. That's what I wanted. And for me, it only cost $40 for a day package. And that gave me access to all of those rooms for the day. Now, that did not include the massage therapy and things like that. That was something totally different. I think those prices, if you're interested, for a day pass start around $200. But if that's what you want, it's well worth it, because they had the hot stone massage and bamboo something. It looked really nice. But I wanted to get in the pool and go to the aromatherapy hot saunas, the steam room. So that's what I did. Let's see what else is included. Oh, what's not included. So a lot of times when you're walking around, if you're on the deck or whatever, you'll see people walking around with drinks and they'll say, hey, drinks, drinks. But they'll be in really cool cups, like coconut cups or umbrella drinks, you know, things like that. A fish, something that looked like the fin of the Carnival cruise. And they'll be like, hey, did you want a drink? Yes. The cups you keep. Those are not cups you give back. So once you get the drink, you have paid for the cup. And the cup isn't super expensive, I guess. It's like $10, but it's not complimentary. So don't forget. Also, everywhere you walk, when you go into different areas, from the guest area, the guest service area, when you first come in, the lobby and things like that, outside, you'll have people saying, hey, you want to take a picture? Not complimentary. It's really cool how they do it. The prices aren't extremely outrageous for one picture and a nice little frame. It's worth it to get if you want it. It's only like 11 bucks, 11 or $12. And you get, you know, the complimentary frame and things like that. So these are just things to keep in mind about cost, okay? Also, what is not included is the communication tool that they give you is called Carnival Hub. And on Carnival Hub, it's really awesome because you can go in there and hit what's happening right now. And then it shows you all the events that are happening throughout the day. And then you can heart certain events for that day, the next day, the next day. And you can put it on your little calendar and it'll send you reminders, hey, this is going on. All that's fine, cool, and great. However, on there, you also have, hey, chat with your friends. And anybody that's in your phone that's on the ship, it will pull up for you. If you want to chat with your friends, it is $5. Now, that's not a lot of money. I think it's personally worth it to do it. But I had already purchased the Wi-Fi plan, and anybody that has an iPhone with the Wi-Fi plan was able to already communicate with each other through FaceTime. I was able to call my mom and things like that. So I didn't need the communication plan, but a lot of people needed it. There were really big groups there. People were there for family reunions and graduation type parties and things like that. So if you're with a big group, it would be a good investment for the $5 to just purchase that. That is not included. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about, this is funny, smuggling. And the reason why I say this is funny is because I met people that were able to smuggle in a few little drinks. And then I met people who got caught trying to smuggle in a few little drinks. You cannot bring alcohol on the ship. You just cannot. However, what you can do is bring a bottle of wine or champagne. A regulation size, I think it's like 750 milliliters. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Your regulation size bottle of wine or champagne. You can bring that with you. However, it has to be in your carry-on bag, not your check bag. We actually had a little mishap. One of our bottles of wine, not mine, went in one of our checked bags and they took our luggage from us. And so we had to go through security. It was a whole little thing to get our bag back. But thankfully, we wound up getting back, which is extremely rare. It almost never happens. But we were celebrating a birthday and they took pity on us. And it was a cheap little bottle of wine, honestly. But the security guy told us, he said, every time we get hundreds of bottles of wine where people have tried to smuggle in liquor and things like that. So do not even tempt your luck. Do it the right way. Get the package. It's worth it. It'll save you the headache. Okay? Also, what's not included is water. Bottled water, and this is the last and final thing. We purchased 3 cases of water, and I guess compared to real life, it was on the expensive side. You get 12 bottles of water for $4. That's your case, but we purchased 3 cases of water, and it lasted us the entire trip, especially when you're in the heat. Carbonated beverages, alcohol, honestly, that's going to really dehydrate you or just make you more thirsty. And the only thing that's really going to quench your thirst is water. So it's worth it depending on you. They do offer the free fountain water. I personally don't drink fountain water, and it did not taste good. You have to think, I'm on a ship in the middle of the ocean. Where is the water coming from? So It's just something to think about, something to consider. They do give you 2 bottles of water in your room, but it's not complimentary. Keep that in mind. Everything has a price. So those are the things that are included. Remember, your food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner will always be included. Your drinks, your lemonade, iced tea, water, hot chocolate, and coffee included. In breakfast time, you get a few little bit more things, and then all of your events that are just on board, all of that is included. Okay? I hope this helps. I know it was a lot, but up next in our next video, we have so much to discuss about what to do on the ship, how to pack, and things to remember. See you next video. Peace.